Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachak. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick and important information being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachak. Is the U.S. sacrificing Europe to maintain global domination? And I believe that is the case. Now, in a previous video I did concerning this situation, I did a video that was called and the 10 horns which thou sawest, which I broke that down in my video on how the 10 horns, which is 10 cities, which is a part of the NATO, which is a part of NATO, the 7 heads, these 10 different cities which makes up the European Union or the European Economic Community. These 10 cities are going to end up hating the United States of America. Okay? And that video was based on this article right here. The United States could benefit from EU recession because right now Europe is struggling, with gas crisis, with energy crisis, with these there's a serious food price hike that is going on right now in Europe. Food prices are skyrocketing through the roof right now in Europe, to the point to where people are starting to be on edge. People are starting to panic. People is questioning what the hell's going on here. The Queen Elizabeth died recently. So Europe is going down, man. And this is all judgment coming from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. But in the midst of all this, we must also consider that whose idea was it for Europe to put sanctions on Russia's gas supply? It was the United States idea, right? So now you start to see how the beast is going to turn on the whore being the United States of America, the whore that sitteth upon the scarlet colored beast. Okay? Now you start to see how the beast shall hate the whore, because now Europe is starting to consider that the United States might actually be the enemy here. Okay? After all, the sanctions on Russia's gas imports, that all started with the United States of America. You see, that all started with the United States of America. And basically, NATO decided to follow suit with putting sanctions on Russia's gas imports. And now look at the situation that Europe is in. And Europe has the United States to thank. Europe has the United States to thank for that. So somewhere down the line, Europe is going to see, or NATO, they're going to see NATO is going to see the United States as the enemy somewhere down the line. Okay? And like it tells you in Revelation 17 verse 17, okay? These shall hate the whore and shall burn her with fire and make her desolate and naked. Okay? So here it is, Europe is down there struggling. While Europe is struggling, let me remind you that billions of dollars in military aid is being sent to Ukraine. Well, wait a minute. What about Europe? Europe is struggling right now. Europe is struggling right now. You're not going to help them? Okay, because at the end of the day, the United States, they're the ones who put Europe in the situation they're in right now, concerning gas prices, gas shortages, gas crisis, energy crisis, price increase in energy consumption, skyrocketing food prices. The United States is responsible for all that. And yet, billions of dollars in military aid is going to Ukraine. So it's not looking too good for the United States of America. But here it says, is the United States sacrificing Europe to maintain global dominance? Vladimir Putin believes, and I would believe what Vladimir Putin say over the mainstream media of the United States of America, because Vladimir Putin, he knows what's going on here. You know, he's in the know. Vladimir Putin believes that Washington is sacrificing Europe to maintain global dominance, because NATO is actually one of the top world's superpowers. Okay. And the United States, they intend on using NATO against Russia. But at the end of the day, we can see where all this is going, man. Well, with Europe being in the state that is in, they intend on using NATO to fight against Russia, But, it's going to backfire, though, because NATO is going to side with Russia. NATO is going to turn on the United States of America, and they're going to shoot NATO is going to shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles on the United States of America. Okay? So Russia is also going to shoot their intercontinental ballistic missiles on America. China is going to shoot their intercontinental ballistic missiles on the United States of America. North Korea is going to shoot their intercontinental ballistic missiles on the United States of America. Iran is going to shoot their intercontinental ballistic missiles on the land of Israel, and possibly on the United States of America as well. And Russia will probably shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles on the land of Israel as well. Okay, so it says Vladimir Putin believes that Washington is sacrificing Europe to maintain global dominance. The United States has always been the world police and the top country, the top country, right? Now, when you read in the book of Jeremiah, I can just get it real quick. Babylon, let me just get it. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. I'll just start at 7 instead of 6. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, right? That made all the earth drunken. Now, when you come back over here, what does it say? It says, the United States, which is Babylon in the Holy Scriptures, has always been the world police and the top country. The top country. Babylon, which is the United States of America, have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. What is the United States wine? Democracy. Do as thou wilt. Shall be the will of the law. That's what that wicked beast Aleister Crowley said. Okay, that wicked Edomite. Okay, it says, therefore the nations are mad. Okay, so let's continue reading. The United States, which is Babylon in the Holy Scriptures, modern day Babylon, has always been the world police and the top country that others turn to in times of crisis. America's post-World War II status left it as the financial capital of the world, and the dollar has remained the world's reserve currency. Nothing has topped the dollar. So, Russia is they're making an effort to get Europe to see that the United States is the problem here. them and those so-called Israelis. Okay, that's what Russia's doing. You know, they're making an effort to get Europe to see that the U.S. is the problem here. But with that, I'm gonna say Shalom is on to the next one.